coming to you again, Alex, looking at the players that have been selected, you wrote a great piece for our website last week on Ayoba Fujino, a player that you think has got a bright future and an important role to play for the Nadeshiko in this World Cup as well. And speak to us about someone like Rico Ueki, Golden Boot scorer in the Wii League as well, only 23 years of age. It is a very young squad that has been selected. He's relying on a lot of the players that he had from the under 20 World Cup when they won that in 2018, I think. When you look at the players in this squad, a lot of them played in that tournament as well. So talk to us about a couple of the younger players in this squad that we should be keeping an eye out for.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's a very, very young team that he's decided to take this time. I think I was doing a quick calculation the other day, and the average age calculation is 24.8 years old. That makes Japan the fourth youngest team at this tournament. Of the 23 squad, there are 13 World Cup debutants as well. So this is a very, very fresh-faced team that we have here. The three youngest players are the three players that he took to the Under 20 World Cup, which was August last year. Of course, of 2022. They are, well, number one, I think, is a lot of people will be familiar with Maika Hamino, who is on the books at Chelsea and has just spent a half season on loan at Hammarby in Sweden. She is a very prolific young forward who has, really kind of like made a mark for herself in Sweden. She isn't first choice at the moment in this Nadeshiko side. Ikeda, he does go with Rico Ueki, the Wii League Golden Boot winner who you just mentioned. She is the starting number 9, but Hamano will be probably a second number 9 and plays a slightly different role to Ueki. Hamano is more suited to a kind of deeper forward, perhaps like a false 9 would be the expression. So maybe if Ikeda, he needs to switch things up, if there's a game where the traditional number 9 is not working, goals might be a little bit hard to come by, he could deploy Hamano in a slightly different role to kind of switch things up and kind of keep the opposition defense guessing. Very good forward anyway. The other one, Aoba Fujino, she's been doing very well here in Japan for Tokyo Verdy Belleza. She's had a really probably like a breakout season. I think she notched 11 goals for herself. She was another one present in Costa Rica for the Under-20 World Cup in 2022. She has been starting for Ikeda at the national team. Since the Under-20 World Cup, she's featured in every game and started 6 of them. So she's clearly in his plans, and we can expect her to start as well when they play Zambia on the opening day. In New Zealand. The other one is Rion Ishikawa. She is the centre-back at Urawa Reds. She will probably have less of a role to play in this Nadeshiko side at the World Cup. But at club level for Urawa Reds, she played every minute of all 20 games in the Wii League last season. I'm not sure how many players did that. There was probably quite a few. But for a 19-year-old centre-back, that is really quite something to have been at the heart of the defence for every minute of every game of a team that went on to win the Wii League, it should be said. So she's come quite far along in her development. Again, the defense seems quite settled. The back three seems quite settled. We have Saki Kumagai as the static central centre-back. We have Moeka Minami of AS Roma, who would be alongside her, along with Shiori Miyake of Ainak Kobe. So that's the starting lineup. But maybe if she can be afforded some game time, if Japan have qualified, they're on 6 points heading into the final game against Spain in the group stage, maybe she could be given a game or something like this. But you'd have to imagine that she would probably get the less minutes of the 3 young players that he's decided to take there.